Today, we look at 4 top business books as curated by the Financial Times for October 2025. This is Tom Fox, and welcome to the Sunday Book Review. The Sunday Book Review is a book review where I curate 4 books on a specific topic for the compliance professional or the business executive. I know you'll enjoy it. As a compliance professional, if you read more of these books, I know it will help your program. First up, Resurgent by Julian Birkinshaw and John Fallon. This is a detailed guide about the handling of the digital transformation, which represents a fruitful, if comparatively rare, collaboration between a management professor and a management practitioner. The text is rich with examples of how incumbents have handled and occasionally mishandled technology and leadership challenges. By comparison, as an add-on chapter about generative AI inevitability stretches more like a sketch of what the future might hold, but the authors cling to the conviction that when it comes to the impact of new technologies, the more things change, the more they will stay the same. The message to leaders of business: hold your nerve. Next up, Shadows at Work. Harness your dark side and unlock your leadership potential. What if leaders let the dark shadows of their unconscious enter the boardroom? The intriguing possibility, or at least a version of it, is the basis of this book on leadership and life. The shadows in this book are not so menacing as the title implies. The author describes them as hidden aspects of ourselves that we must understand to become whole. They might include childhood traumas, impulses to criticize, or aspects of our personality we feel ashamed of. The author whips through a vast range of references, movies, books, philosophers, and it's still an entertaining and thought-provoking read. Next up, How to Be Bold, The Surprising Science of Everyday Courage by Ranjay Gulati. Could courage be cultivated, or is it something that few people have naturally? In this book, the author makes a compelling case that boldness is a skill that you can develop. Through case studies, he explores a framework for building courage and showing how it drives personal growth and success. What makes this book stand out is its accessibility. He writes in clarity and pace, and it's an inspiring and hands-on book. It challenges the readers not to ask whether they'll feel afraid, but whether they will meaningfully act. And finally, Powerfully Likeable, A Woman's Guide to Effective Communication by Kate Mason. In this book, the author, who was a teenage debate champion, has the ideal starting point for an adult as a communications coach. She distills the lessons she thinks that are key for women, especially women in senior corporate jobs who feel they may lack confidence or are forced to choose between powerful or likable. That's not a choice anyone needs to make, she says. Other lessons from the book included a discussion of the debilitating role or of confidence or lack thereof in women's lives. She uses the phrase presence dysmorphia to describe how many women underestimate their own credibility and expertise. The solution: think about how you feel about your best friend. The assessment will be generous and fair, then apply that filter to your same talents. This is a practical, relatable guide with plenty of useful tips. It may be aimed at women, but frankly, I think everyone in corporate compliance could benefit from it, and I hope that you will read one or more of these books during the month of October. If you like a different spin on compliance, I hope you will check out my 5-part series in the month of October, Popcorn and Compliance, where I explore compliance through the lens of the classic Universal monsters: Frankenstein, Dracula, the Wolfman, Mummy, and the Invisible Man, all on Popcorn and Compliance. I'm proud to announce the latest podcast in production in the Compliance Podcast Network is our next season of Adventures in Compliance, how Sherlock Holmes informs your compliance program, in which I dissect the 4 novels of Sherlock Holmes. If you want to upgrade your compliance, check out the Compliance Tip of the Day, the Gold Award-winning compliance podcast, which gives you 1 tip with 3 key takeaways of something you can do each day at little or no cost to improve your compliance program. But speaking of books, if you like something new and different, check out the Compliance Kids series on Amazon.com, which explains compliance through the eyes of children. If you have a category of books you'd like explored on the Sunday Book Review, please shoot me an email at tfox@tfoxlaw.com. The Sunday Book Review is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network.
This podcast is a part of the C-Suite Radio Network. For more top business podcasts, visit c-suiteradio.com.